My name is Brother Sam, and I'm one of 5 Franciscan brothers who live at Hilfield Friary in Dorset. There has been a friary at Hilfield here since 1921, when 3 men, inspired by the example of Francis of Assisi, the saint of the poor, came to provide a sanctuary for men on the road, wayfarers. The place was originally called Flowers Farm, and in the years prior to the arrival of the brothers, it had been a groundbreaking school called the Little Commonwealth for children from difficult backgrounds. Since becoming a friary, which simply means a house of brothers, nearly 100 years ago, there have been many changes, and today we're part of an extended community which includes others, men and women, young and old, married and single, living together. We're standing in what was the original farmyard, surrounded by what were the barns and the farmhouse, but which is now a welcoming and a gathering space in the heart of the Friary. In the early days of its foundation, the Friary was committed to changing public attitudes towards homelessness and to providing opportunities for their rehabilitation. Today, our commitment remains towards those on the margins of society. We welcome especially individuals who are struggling in difficult situations and groups from poor inner city areas. The Friary is set on the edge of the Dorset Downs in the heart of Thomas Hardy's Wessex, with wonderful views over the Blackmore Vale looking towards Glastonbury and the Mendip Hills in Somerset. We've 19 acres of land, both woods and meadows, which, because they have not been farmed intensively in the past, they're rich in wildflowers and animal life. So the land also provides food for the community, altogether a rich resource, which it is part of our mission here to learn from, to nurture and to share with others. The mid-morning tea break in the courtyard is a time when members of the community gather together with guests and visitors to the Friary to catch up with each other, to share news or just to pass the time of day. There's a rich mixture of people here, children playing among us, laughter and a sense of fun. Nobody has to join in, one can just be in this place. After the morning break, it's back to work. For many, especially for the younger members of the community, that means tending the kitchen garden.
Oh yeah, we sprinkle it through.
Yeah.
Then we throw all the stones away.
We're trimming the hedges back for winter, so if it snows, all the snow will slip off instead of weighing the hedge down.
Hi, I'm Richard and I'm a member of the community here at Hilfield Friary, and I have a particular oversight of the land, the management of the land, so that's the gardens and the woodland and the livestock and meadows. And I look after the volunteers and organise what kind of jobs we need to do and teach them how to do it. We have quite a range of livestock at the Friary. We keep chickens for eggs and grow others for meat. We have a couple of batches of pigs each year for pork. We also breed both cows and sheep. These do provide meat, but more importantly, they do a lot of work maintaining and enhancing the biodiversity of our wildflower meadows. The different ways they graze are used in combination with haymaking to keep the grass in check and provide lots of opportunities for the wildflowers. This has been so successful that we are being asked by a number of local landowners to take on grazing some of their land for conservation and promotion of biodiversity. All of our livestock are kept in a loving, caring and joyful way, in keeping with our Franciscan ethos. We are, however, always mindful and honest of their ultimate purpose and fate, which is providing the Friary with all of its meat. We undertake all of the butchering of our animals, as it helps us realise that when we eat meat, an animal has died to provide it. And also because we are committed to not wasting anything of this precious gift, using every bit of the animal possible. The eating of their meat is always done with thanksgiving, reverence and joy. We generally keep traditional and rare breeds of livestock, as these are best suited to our non-intensive approach. They get on with the job with very little fuss or input, just chugging away happily. The feed for the chickens and pigs is all brought from an organic supplier who grow nearly all of the feed in the UK. The sheep and cows live almost exclusively on grass, with the small supplement they receive at lambing or when we want to move them from the same supplier.
The preparing and sharing of food is an important part of our life together here. Wherever possible, we try to use what is produced from the Friary land or what can be sourced locally and fairly, so that we have a sense of connection with and responsibility for the chain of people and land from where our food comes. It also opens to us an awareness of food as a precious gift. Almost everyone in the community takes a turn in the kitchen, and all help with the washing up. The refectory table is a sign of the hospitality which we share with both friend and stranger, and amongst them the Lord himself is present among us. We welcome guests to stay with us, both individuals and groups, who come for rest or refreshment or retreat. Many come as Christians, but this is not a qualification for those staying. We also welcome people of other faiths and of no faith commitment. They all eat in the refectory with us and have the opportunity to meet with members of the community and, if they wish, to work with us. In addition to the Friary Guest House, there are 2 self-catering houses which can be used by families or groups. We're not exactly the Ritz, but the beds are comfortable and the rooms are clean and the food is wholesome. At the heart of the life of the Friary, there is the rhythm of prayer in the chapel. Originally, it was the cowshed of Flowers Farm, and it's here that the brothers and others gather 4 times a day to sit in silence, to read and to pray the scriptures, and to celebrate the Eucharist, the central act of the Christian worship. This pattern of prayer doesn't so much help us in our work at the Friary, rather it shapes our life and all that we do here. It gives us a focus which transforms the way we see ourselves, each other, and the world around us. In a very real sense, it is what goes on here which sustains everything else about the Friary. We hope that you've enjoyed this tour of Hilfield Friary. Please contact us if you want to know more. Why not come and visit us?